Okay, welcome. We're going to talk about body again, but then another article. I'm not going to discuss the whole contract with you. I'm just showing you some things that you need to know. So, if you're new for the first time and didn't watch this series, seriously, go back to the first one and watch it. Because when you watch the first one, you will understand also this video. I'm not going to do everything again because otherwise it's going to waste your time. So keep in mind, if you're new, go watch the other videos, otherwise it doesn't make sense. Second, we're going to talk about here about the body. I'm going to show you another article that you need to keep in mind and why it's important. And when you do it right, you're going to be fine. That's technically it. So let's go to the drawing board. So like I said in the previous video, when you have a contract, you always have the intro, outro, and the body, right? We're gonna go fast through this body, and this is the outro. We talk about this previous video. We talk about in the previous video about one article, and now we're gonna talk about another article. So here we talk about what is the copyright itself, and here we're gonna talk about the other articles, and we're gonna focus on the last one. Why is that important? And the next video we're gonna talk about the outro. Sorry, we're gonna talk about the outro. So if, like I said in the previous one, if you look at this is the intro part, see? And this is the intro again. We talked about in the previous video. And here you have some articles that you need to keep in mind. When you transfer rights, most people don't realize it's not like when you sign a contract, you have it. No, it doesn't work like that. What you need to keep in mind is that when you transfer a right, there will be a transfer period. What I mean by that is, a nice example of this is trademark. When you transfer a trademark, the trademark is registered in the system. You need to notify the institute about the transfer, and it takes time to transfer it. So technically you need to notify, and the person that need to notify it is the person that holds the trademark. And technically something like that also happens. You also have that with intellectual property. And what I mean by intellectual property, look at copyright. Copyright, when you transfer something, you need to make sure that someone is doing everything that's necessary so you can get the copyright. So when you buy the copyright or when you get those rights, there are sometimes some situations someone needs to transfer the things to you so you can prove that you're the copyright holder, or when something happens, someone needs to acknowledge that you are a copyright holder so you can get those stuff. So those things you need to put in a contract. That's something you put in the body. And here you see an example of this that you can put in a contract. And here you see another example of this, of the execution. And what I find really important is this. When you get rights, or when someone contributes to your project, you need to make sure that the things that they put on your website is copyright free, and that's not a license. The reason I'm saying that is because when someone gets a license, that doesn't mean you also get the license. They get the license. That doesn't mean you have the license. And another thing is what you need to keep in mind is, for example, when someone uses someone else's thing on your website and you cannot prove that you have a license, you have a problem. And that's why you put in a contract, hey, the contributor guarantee that everything he put on the website or on the software is copyright free, or you will get a license to use it. It's technically a sub-license. So if you do not make sure that this is correct, you will have a problem. Today, it doesn't seem like a problem, but imagine tomorrow you get a letter, hey, you're using copyright materials. So we're gonna fine you. You're using it for for like 8 years. We're gonna fine you for that. You need to pay all those things. If they can prove that, you have a problem. That's why when you do something, it's important for you to make sure that it's copyright free. Or make sure you have the correct license. If you need someone to do it for you, feel free to contact us and we'll see what we can do for you. So keep in mind, when you have this situation, that you will make sure that the contributor It's giving you things that are copyright free, or you will get the right license, and make sure you have the right license to use it. Most people do not pay attention to that, but trust me, if you do it right now, you will not have any problem in the future. But if you don't do it, you will have a problem. A nice example is of this. Let's say you hire a developer to build up your website, and they use a template. They get a license to use the template, but the template is not licensed for you to use. And that's a problem, because if you want to use it for something else, or if you want to change it, you don't have permission to do that. And most people don't realize that. That's why you need to put a lot of things in a contract so you can get those rights. And you can also use this contract to get those rights. So you can use this contract to say, hey, when you develop this, you help us develop the website, give us all those rights. Or make sure you get license or sub-license to use it. And most people underestimate this because it's easy to hire someone, but it's also easy to not follow the rules. But if you do it wrong and the company be like, hey, you know what, I need some cash and I can get some cash from you, they can just sue you. Do you really want that? Ask yourself about that. So I hope you guys like this video. So if you have questions, go in the link in the description and then ask me a question about it in the text or description on the Discord. If you're new to this channel, seriously subscribe. It's for free. Nobody is stopping you. It's for free. Information is for free. You can at least do something back. You know the saying, there's no free lunch? Maybe this is one. It's for free, but give me something in return. Subscribe, like the video, and I appreciate it. I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.